1968 would be the year which would forever immortalize Mark Donohue's name in the Trans Am record books. To this day, the Donohue name and Trans Am racing are synonymous. Although the first race of the season, the Daytona 24-hour, would go to Jerry Titus and Ronnie Bucknam, they would place first in class and a remarkable fourth against the powerful GT machines and prototype cars, Mark Donohue would win the next 8 races in a row and 10 of the remaining 12. At Sebring, Warbonnet, Lime Rock, Mid-Ohio, Bridgehampton, Meadowdale, Mont-Tremblant, and Briar, Mark Donohue and the shining Sunoco Blue Penske-prepared Camaro dominated. Mustang pilots included Jerry Titus, Ronnie Bucknam, Peter Revson, Sam Posey, Bob Tullius, and Horst Queck in '68. Ford managed 3 wins, 2 with Titus, Daytona, and later in the season at Watkins Glen, and at Kent, where Horst Queck in a rare 0-2 appearance brought home the factory Mustang first. 1968 marked the entrance of the Pontiac Firebird into the Trans Am series. The Trans Am name, of course, originated in 1966, when the then SCCA Executive Director, John Bishop, had the foresight to copyright such names as the Can-Am and Trans Am. Other SCCA board members scoffed at this at the time, but were mighty grateful when the $5 royalty for every Pontiac Firebird Trans Am manufactured rolled into SCCA coffers. Roger Penske also fielded a second Camaro in '68, driven by Craig Fisher, Bob Johnson, Joe Welch, and Sam Posey.
Even in 1968, Penske was so much the coming man. I mean, he was already starting a dynasty that you could see was really going somewhere. He and Donohue had a relationship that shut out the rest of the world. I mean, I was on the team, but I wasn't really on the team, if you know what I mean. And I remember on the grid for my first race, and this was typical of the others too, Bridgehampton, I think I qualified on the second row. Mark was on the front row as usual, and I remember Roger leaning in and talking to Mark for maybe a minute and a half, and then coming back to me and just leaning in and saying, okay, don't get involved and don't go berserk. And he just left me. You know, that was all the instructions to his second guy.
All in all, the Donohue-Penske 1968 Trans Am season remains the one most dominated by a single driver team in the history of the series. The 8 wins in a row are still the most for a single driver in one season. The 222 points accumulated by Donohue during the year remained the most by a single driver until 1984.
Our dominance of the 1968 season was we had the best people, the best drivers, and we had a commitment to win.
Donohue's wins propelled Chevrolet to the over 2-liter manufacturer's title with 90 points over Ford with 59 and AMC with 51. Overshadowed by the Donohue reign was the under 2-liter action. Porsche scored 90 points on the year to win the manufacturer's under 2 division, helped along with wins by Bert Everett, Tony Adamowicz, and Fred Baker.